Hey, everybody. Welcome to another show.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good afternoon. Good
We're
afternoon.
going to give everybody time to come on, right, Malika?
That's right. You got it, girl.
I'm
You got it.
going to find me a song from the boy. You
Welcome,
know, they have a lot of
everybody.
live things going on with the what we're going to talk about. I need to
Yeah, we
move
got a
out
good
this
show
door.
today. We got a
Some
good
of that.
show. You know what, y'all? The first half is good, but the second
Um,
half is not only good, but it's actually fun too. We got a good show today.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So come on in, grab y'all popcorn, grab y'all lemonade, hop in the chat, say what's up. Don't be ashamed. Y'all should know me by now. Y'all should know
Come
me by now.
on, out the bushes, off the balcony, off the porch. Why can't I find?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So how's everybody been doing? Y'all know it's been 2 weeks.
Yep. Tired, but I'm surviving. I'm doing really, really good health wise and stuff. I just got my shot today to help my kidneys reproduce red blood cells because I've been sleeping like I'm pregnant.
But
So,
But that's okay as long as you rest.
yeah,
I don't see nothing wrong with getting rest. Ain't
me
nothing wrong
either,
with
honey.
because your body demands it. You know,
Yeah,
ain't nothing
yeah.
wrong with it. How you been, Didi?
I've been really, really good.
That's
I
good.
got no complaints at all.
That's good.
Everybody that was here last time we met is still here today, so I'm good.
Okay, I know that's right. Amen. So
Hey,
yeah,
Jennifer.
we not gonna hold it off too long because you know it's still recording at the same time. So when our viewers come in and watch it afterwards, you know we don't want
Yeah.
a long pause. So we just try to give people enough time to get in the chat room and then and y'all know what? I'm not even I'm
Oh
in a
my God.
private chat. What about I'm in a private chat? I ain't even speaking.
Hey, Simple Life.
What about I was in a private chat the whole time? Hey Jennifer, hey Lord, I
Oh,
ain't
my
got my hat
goodness.
on all the way.
This is going to be a fun day.
I'm telling you, I already started off. Look, I'm looking in the private chat room like they just gonna hang in the bushes and go say,
You know, we got our loyal ones.
yes, hi Jennifer. Hey,
We
simple life.
appreciate you guys.
Okay, let's kick this boy off. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and start, and I'm gonna mute it up because we got some good breaking news today. Ugh,
Um,
that note was horrible. Jeez. Go ahead, I'm gonna mute up and kick it off.
okay, I did not hear anything that you just said because I lost volume for a minute. Am I starting off with the good news?
Start off with the good news, honey.
Okay, so it's good news for some, maybe not for others. But the breaking news is if you have not heard, Bill Cosby has been released from um, from prison. The Supreme Court said that he did not get a fair trial and they dropped the charges. So that's
And
good.
they did not what? I didn't hear the end part.
The Supreme Court dropped the charges. They say he did not get a fair trial, said they released him today. And they were just trying to get him to start going to classes and, for people that do sexual assaults or whatever he was accused of. And he refused to do it because he said he was innocent. I'm thinking that the ones that he admitted to, the women never came out, or they came out and he admitted to it, but they knew what was going on. Because I didn't really follow the trial like that. But if they're letting him go because he didn't have a fair trial, I guess everything is null and void.
Hey, okay.
Isn't that exciting news? I'm
That
so
is
excited.
exciting news. That is exciting news.
Yes.
Because I think that if somebody, I don't care what the cause is, what well not the cause, but what the what they being tried for. I think everybody deserves a fair trial. Everybody deserves to have a fair trial. Because if we wasn't present and we don't know, how else will we get all the details, all the information to even make a fair verdict if we don't, if they don't have a fair trial?
Yeah.
So I think that he deserved that, and I think they kind of handled it because he was a celebrity. They kind of handled it a little bit maybe unorthodox because he was a celebrity, and that's what they get. So he's home. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all wish we had some cheer music in the back. Y'all ever watch Drunk Champs or Drinking Champs?
Oh yeah.
I love how they like, yeah.
Yay!
You're gonna get sound effects.
That was definitely a weird. So, and I also think that at his age, and I think that he should live out the rest of his life at home with his family. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really excited about this news. Yay!
So am I. And with his age, and then him not really being able to see, and the way that they did it to make a statement, because I've never seen them bring anybody that's been convicted of anything out on the front steps. They take them out the back and put them in a van and drive off from underground. They never take them out the front in handcuffs after they've been sentenced and stuff. And that's some BS.
Yeah, I think that they kind of
it's called a perp walk. They call it a perp walk. And anytime they have somebody that they really, really dislike or want to humiliate, they do what's called a perp walk. And they sometimes even call reporters and tell them what time they're going to bring them out so that they can get them on the news. It's a humiliation tactic. It doesn't help any other situation. It's terrible for security. It's horrible for staff. So the only reason you would do it is if you were trying to humiliate the person.
And also, I think it's kind of a jab too at the black race, because it's kind of like, here, look at you guys. Isn't this your guys' hero? Look at your hero. Look at your celebrity. Look at you guys, the father figure of television for the black race. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
exactly
a mocking thing. The way I take it, it's kind of like a mockery as well.
Yeah. It's like you held him on a high pedestal and he was America's dad, but look at him now, a shameful sex offender. Let's bring him out the front in handcuffs where he can't even see going down the steps. It was sad.
And they need to do a lab coverage of them releasing him. They need to do lab.
Well, we were just talking about that earlier, saying when someone is acquitted or not guilty or something, it's not as nearly as big a story as it is when they, report it in a way that makes them look guilty. And I said the FCC, the people in charge of television, should tell news channels, if you want to run a story that's going to make this person look guilty, and then you find out they didn't do it, you have to give the equal amount of airtime as you did in reporting on them being guilty.
Amen. I totally agree. Drop an amen or a one or something if y'all agree with that. I totally agree with that. Like, it should be a mandate. Like, if you drag this story on for so long and defame this person's character without even without even a ruling, you definitely, they definitely deserve the same amount of airtime when they've been acquitted. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So, yay! That was our breaking news story for today. And on until our next. Oh, and so we just want to say also, so our heart and everything goes out with the family of Bill Cosby. With Bill Cosby, our prayers and our heart goes out with you guys. And congratulations.
Yeah. So the other things that I wanted to talk about is Derek Chauvin, whatever his last name is. He was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison, and I think he could have gotten 40. I kind of had a feeling that he wasn't going to get the 40 because he was a cop and he didn't have prior record, but he did have some complaints against him being doing black people wrong and stuff. He did have a few complaints on his record for that. So I knew he wasn't going to get 40, but he got 22 and a half. and I want to know if how the chat feels about the time that he got for what he did to George Floyd and George Floyd's family.
I feel like they should. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. I'll kick it off. I feel like they should have used him as an example. He should have been used as an example. He should have got the maximum time. I do appreciate the fact that he had some time. He was convicted, but at the same time, I think they should have just went all out and used him as a example for all the police forces. I think that would have definitely may have affected some of the people on the police force to actually see him getting such a harsh sentence. So it's kind of bittersweet, I guess, for me. It's kind of like I'm grateful that, we did have a step forward with somebody finally being convicted for killing an unarmed black man. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I think that should have been the example right there, since that was what kind of woke up the whole world, and that kind of like took over our 2020, and you know what I'm saying, and everything that happened behind that, all the trickle down effects that happened behind that. I think that should have been really the example right there.
Yeah, I agree. I don't, I'll say that 22.5 is more than I thought he was going to get. So I guess in that respect, I have to be happy about it. I do think that if the roles were reversed and George Floyd had killed him, George Floyd would never see the outside of a prison again. But again, I am all about baby steps. Great. This is awesome. I'll be happy to take it. Now let's see what you do next, you know.
And that's sad when it comes to, we talking about human life. That's sad when it comes to human life that we have to take baby steps or accept baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Or be acceptance to like a little small piece of the pie. Like that's really sad when it comes to a human life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Well, yeah, to me it's bittersweet. I wish he would, like I said, I wish he would have gotten the max. I knew he wasn't. I thought he might get 10 years. I had a feeling that, I had a lot of crazy feelings. I was all over the place with it. But to me, 22 and a half years is not bad. I'll take it. And he does have to register as a abuse person or something like that. He can't have any weapons or firearms weapons. But like explosives and stuff like that, he can't be around that when he does get released. There's a few stipulations that go along with him being released. So I'm, happy about that too. But it's going to take one at a time. We can't expect for everything to happen overnight. Like we said, we got a conviction, and that's the start. People have to have a little bit of patience. I know we've been patient for a long time, but this is not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, dang, like will my children be able to actually see a change in this world? You know what I'm saying? Like when will we actually?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly where I think a lot of us are right now. This is not about our generation because I think I've mentioned before in the past that I feel kind of desensitized by this kind of stuff. I'm kind of like a dog who gets kicked every day. Eventually I just could not even muster the hope that justice would be done, which is really, really sad. But what this has done for me is made me have hope that my children won't have that feeling that I have lived with for so long. And I think that is a blessing. I've already lived through it. I've bared it. If I get to see the prize for this and the reward that comes and the justice and equality that comes for it, then it was worth it for all my sorrow and maybe even, the sorrow of the families or whatever. But our kids, this generation is simply not having it. White, Black, Asian, I don't care what color they are. This next generation is not having it. And because of that, I have hope.
Yeah, I agree. Like Jennifer said, our lives are not valued. I think we're getting a little bit more attention than we were getting before. It's still not enough. We still have a lot. Hey, Darren, we still have a lot a far way to go with everything. And, but like I said, one step at a time. Things aren't going to happen overnight. And that's something I was going to look up, Jennifer. I don't remember. And I think, hey, King Ty, um, I'm thinking that one of the videos that I had sent, um, it shows the sentencing, but I think it might be somebody that we can't use there. Um,
Who is
Hello,
it?
Amazing 80. I thought it was I sent the clip of them sentencing him.
Yeah, but who video is it? It depends on who video it is.
Oh, I'm not sure. I would have to look back. This is.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a second.
I mean, we not monetized. So we not monetized. I don't think it should be a problem with us using other people's content.
What if they strike us though? That's something I need to learn. What I can use, what I can't use, and
I
how
mean,
to go about what happens with strikes and stuff like that.
hey, Amazing 80. Hey, girl.
It's a lot I gotta learn still.
Hi, Darren.
I'm
Pastor
trying to
King.
get my phone on the
Pastor
charger
King
so
Ty,
that
the
it doesn't
so-called
die.
mother. Did anybody watch the trial? Did you watch the trial?
I did not. Again, I may, get kicked out the NAACP and my membership in the Black Panthers, but literally, I could not watch it because I thought I've just kept thinking I've seen this movie before. I know how it ends, and I was just kind of over it. Now, when the verdict came down, it kind of piqued my interest, and then the day of sentencing, I actually was able to watch that because I knew he was going to get something. And, we don't even usually get a guilty verdict. So I could kind of muster the energy and the hope to do that. And I wasn't disappointed.
Pastor King said he watched it and it pissed him off every minute of it.
Most of it.
Is that how you felt, Cynthia, when you watched it?
Yeah. I was hurt. I was angry because they played the video so much. In that video, the first time I saw it, I just cried. That's a hard video to watch. And for them to keep playing it over and over and over again. And I understood that they had to do that to drill into the jury. Look, this is what this man did. Look at how he's looking. He was rocking his weight with his hand in his pocket without a care in the world, thinking, I don't care if you guys videotape me. I'm going to get away with this because I'm a cop and this is something legal we can do. Not knowing that he must not have been up to date with whatever they can do and what they can't do, but you sure can't stop somebody from breathing as soon as you put them in handcuffs and they're no longer a threat. Then that's when you roll them on their side. It's called, I forgot what it's called, survival turn or something like that. But they put you on your side so you can breathe, because if you're on your stomach, your lungs can't expand. And that's why he suffocated. It was hard to watch, especially when the little girls came up there and the teenage girl. And the little girl was, she's traumatized for life. She stood there and had the wherewithal to start videotaping and asking the cop, to get off of him. He couldn't breathe. And, just with the lady that was a firefighter, they wouldn't let her help. It's like, why did they have it out for him so bad over a $20 bill that he might not even know was counterfeit? He wouldn't have been there that long waiting for the cops to come if he knew it was real.
I didn't watch it, but I'm curious. Did they mention anything about them having any kind of past conflict? Because I remember they said that the Derek worked at the club or something. That they
Derek Chauvin did have a job as a security guard at the same time that George Floyd worked there, but there's no evidence that they ever came in contact with each other. I think they looked at their clock-in records and when they were working, and I think the couple of times that they did find that they were working together. They were in separate, different things. Like they were both on the clock, but not in the same place. If I remember correctly, I think that's what came out of it. Hey, Kimmy. Hey.
I think one worked outside. I think that George worked outside, more of a bouncer, and Chauvin was inside security. So their paths, they said, really didn't cross. But the owner of the club where they worked at said that Derek Chauvin, was afraid of Black people.
So he testified that on the stand? Wow. That's deep.
I saw it on the news clip.
I missed it. I really hate I missed it. I'm actually probably go back on YouTube and watch some parts of it. But like Darren said, maybe the prosecution part is what I would be interested in watching.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because the defense really didn't do too much. I mean, there was nothing really that they could do but call a couple of people up that they paid to get up there. Like most prosecutors do, they're specialists or whatever. They work for the state, so they're going to say whatever you want them to say. They're yes men.
Okay, Sin, go to the private chat real quick.
Darren, what did you hear about their what did you hear about what was going on with them?
Yeah, I have a big issue with a lot of how the cases in the past have gone, but mostly I think this is maybe a stepping stone. I have the teeniest tiniest Tinkerbell little hope.
Well, some hope is hope. The Bible says all you gotta do is have faith the size of a mustard seed. You can move mountains. Okay, so.
Well, all right now, don't start me shouting up in here.
Okay, and that's all we need to move some mountains, y'all. That's all we need.
Exactly.
So it's definitely a stepping stone in the right direction. So
yeah,
Bill Cosby home.
But there's a clip that I sent you as well. It's got the timestamp of 2:58 on it. They said that Derek Chauvin is close to pleading guilty to the federal charges because he is also being charged in federal court. So when he does get out, I don't know if they hand him straight over to the federal government or exactly how that works. Like if he were to get parole, where they snatch him up, or they're going to snatch him up when he gets out of prison. That's something that has my curiosity. I'm wondering about.
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll never get out. I hope he'll never see daylight. That's our hope. He'll never see daylight. Because normally when you got federal charges and you got a federal case, hey, you in there for some minutes. You in there for some time. So yeah, I hope he'll never see daylight. Exactly. Welcome home, Bill Cosby. Welcome home, Bill Cosby. So yeah, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like life is looking up. Like things are definitely looking up for us, So I'm with you, Didi. I have a little faith. Side of a must see.
Okay.
And Cindy, if you
all right, so I am going through some crazy things right now. But the next thing that I wanted to talk about is the Kiera Coles case. She's the young lady that disappeared. She was 3 months pregnant, I believe. And they had a video of a female walking out of a house in a uniform for the post office because she did work with the post office. They said that she was very reliable. She didn't miss any time. If she did have to be off, she called. She was always there. She didn't miss work on time and stuff like that. So when they looked at the video, they said it was her walking out of her apartment, but she walked past the car and everybody was wondering why would she walk past her car? She hasn't been seen since. So recently, I heard that it's been said before, but I did miss it. Recently, I ran across an article, a YouTube video saying that the mother was speaking out finally. And the mother said that that was not her daughter. And she told them that when they showed her the video, she said the height wasn't right and the way she walked wasn't right. So she knew it wasn't her daughter. The police told her not to say anything because it could interrupt with the investigation. So me as a mother, I don't know if I would have listened to the police or not. Um, that's something I would have to think hard about and long about, because I wouldn't want to just, interrupt the investigation because they don't tell you everything. But in the same breath, I want everybody to know that was not her. That was somebody else. And they do know who the young lady is, and it was not Kiara Cole. So we really have no idea what happened to this young lady.
Okay, I pulled up a picture for her in case y'all don't know, in case anybody don't know who she is. I put up a picture of her real quick so you guys can see. This story happened in 2018 maybe?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, I want to say or 19 maybe, but you guys will look her up. Kiara Cole's the missing postal worker out of Chicago. And I don't know if some of you guys remember, but I actually interviewed her father during the beginning of the case. I didn't even want to really kind of rehash everything, but I interviewed her father, and her father disclosed to me, as well as my panel, that wasn't her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this was maybe, I want to say like 2019 when I had him on. Yeah, because this was way before the COVID and all that stuff. Yeah, I had him on, and he actually told us that wasn't her.
Oh, wow.
And he gave us a lot of, I believe, valuable information, a lot of stuff that wasn't made public at that time. So I really appreciated that sit down and stuff that we had. But that was something that was not supposed to been brought to the table. And so I don't know if y'all know, and I'm gonna give y'all kind of a little behind the scenes little thing. But I don't know if y'all know this, but behind the scenes, they was really up, and I mean they as far as like her mom, sister, the family, they was really upset with him for disclosing that information. But now I see why. Because according to Chicago police, if they was to release that information publicly, they could have messed up the investigation.
Right.
So with Joseph Coles coming to speak with me on YouTube and actually saying that publicly, this is the reason why they were really upset with him, for spilling that information. I thought it was before, it's because they was just keeping this big secret and didn't want nobody to know. But according to the mother, they knew all along, and it was definitely true. But they were told not to say anything and to play it off. And this was something that I've been telling y'all, like even when I was just doing other cases besides that, I've been saying like a lot of the stuff that we see on TV is not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's staged, it's reenacted, it's not real. They might have an idea of what happened. They might have some footage of what happened that they don't want to air publicly, and they might have to reenact the whole event or all type of stuff, or use the footage from a whole different day, a whole different person. They manipulate the hell out of the footage. They don't care what the public think. They don't care about, as long as you fall with the narrative that they painting, that's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put that stuff out there. But as far as
that's
go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's why. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's why I like to remind people that if you're looking at your television, you're looking at entertainment. Everything that is put on that television is meant to keep you sitting in front of that television. That's why they do commercials. So the longer you're sitting and watching, the more stuff they can try and get you to buy. Unfortunately, even the news is entertainment. So you have to understand that, there's not the same kind of journalistic integrity that there is, with newspapers, lesser of two evils. But even, Tucker Carlson on Fox News had to go to court because he kept saying so many things that weren't true. And finally, they used the SNL, it's called the SNL defense, the Saturday Night Live defense. And it turns out that he is registered as an entertainment show, not as a news show, but he's registered with that with the FCC. It's not like he comes on TV and says to everybody, "Hey, I'm just like Saturday Night Live. You can't believe everything you see on here." We don't have any idea how many other things that we use for knowledge and for education are basically run by a bunch of people who are trying to figure out how to sell you laundry detergent or how to make you give to some foundation or whatever. So, again, we were talking before and we were saying that, news agencies, people on the news have to be held accountable for the things that they put on TV. Now, what I'm wondering is, did the girl who it is, did they tell her mother that they saw that there's a video of her,
Exactly.
and they found her?
Notice she got caught. Notice she was quiet through the whole thing. Notice she was quiet. Notice she never came out. And even in the Kiera Cole group, which I was in for like since the beginning, I don't remember a post from her saying, "Hey y'all, that's me," or anything, or like you said, the girl's mother or anything. So this was supposed to be kept a secret from
Right.
with all parties involved.
Right.
Clearly with the girl and with her family as well.
Yep. Because from what I understand, they interviewed the girl. They knew that it was her, and she's okay. She didn't disappear or anything. But she knew that that they were saying it was her, so they had to tell everybody involved, both families, not to say anything.
And I'm pretty sure if they come at you like, we need you to keep quiet about this because you can jeopardize the case, and we actually, have some leads on where this missing girl may be, I'm pretty sure you would be quiet. You don't want to jeopardize the case.
Right. And that's why I'm like on the fence with that though as well. That's my child. I wanted that to be known that that's not her, so you can start looking for her in different surveillance videos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of both ways. I think I wouldn't have waited this long. If I would have kept quiet about it, it would have been okay, y'all got like at least 2 weeks. Y'all got 2 weeks to find my baby with the evidence y'all have, and I'm snapping all these Facebook groups. I'm letting everybody know that's not my child. You know what I'm saying? Because we done already built an audience here on social media who could probably do a better job than y'all can. Okay, so y'all got about 2 weeks, and so me myself personally, I would have kept quiet for a minute just to see where they was going and see what they had. But I'm not gonna wait a whole year or 2 years before I find out. Now, for me, the waiting for 2 years,
not as a mother.
No, I couldn't.
Not as a mother. As a father, I can understand, but he was the one that ended up coming out first, like you said. But as a mother, that makes sense what you're saying. Give it a little bit of time.
But you know what? Let me say this too, though, Cindy. As I'm giving it a week or 2 weeks, I will be there every day at the police station. Let me also say that with my head over their shoulder, or I let them do their work, but I will be there and make sure I'm doing my daily visits and seeing what y'all have.
And daily calls.
What have y'all accomplished since yesterday? And if I see that y'all have not gotten anywhere, then no, I'm not gonna just keep quiet. No, I'm not. Because like I said, keeping quiet is not helping the situation, especially today with social media. Like you can actually get more accomplished by putting the stuff out there and getting more people to help you.
But see, I guess as a mother too, I can see it both ways. The people that you are trusting to find your daughter are telling you that this is important for them in order to find your daughter. So I could see the pull on whether, they're actually looking for her. Are they, and I think you're not thinking about anything. Your kid is gone and you are freaked out. And these are the people who are supposed to be helping you. So I could kind of understand it, but I think they would have to give me specifics on how it's hindering the investigation. Or do you know something that she's still alive somewhere and you think that this will keep her alive? I need to know specifically why I'm not letting everybody think my daughter is not missing anymore. Absolutely not. I can't do it.
And also, Didi, you got to consider the fact that Chicago is known for not really solving their cases.
Yeah.
Not really solving cases, missing person cases, murder cases, stuff like this happen every day in Chicago and goes unsolved.
That's
So there's no
Baltimore
way I
too.
can just sit back, and I'm not. This is no shade towards her or anything like that, but there's no way I can just sit back for 2 years, because for me that's too long of a time, and
Right.
expect the police force, who already have a reputation of not solving no type of crime whatsoever, for me to put my trust in them. Like hell to the no, you
Right.
know, the no.
Hell to the no, to the no,
In my
no.
Whitney Houston voice, hell to the no, hell to the no.
No sir, no sir, no thank you, no sir.
I'm just saying it just could be me, because I wouldn't be able to sleep for 2 years. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
came across another video about human remains found and the baby remains found. But there was also another female that was missing that's pregnant. I have yet looked at the whole video. So I can't talk about that as much, but they did say that some remains were found there, and they're not sure if it's hers or not.
yeah, I saw it. But we didn't know what YouTuber that was, and we didn't want to actually play that video. And then it's been so much in these past couple of years. They've been looking high and low for her. That's one thing I can say, especially in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of like, in Didi words, I am desensitized to the whole thing, and I just kind of like wait till somebody actually say we got some solid results
Right.
or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Right.
right.
But I really stopped staying updated when it came to this case as well as others, because it's so much jibber jabber surrounding it. And it would have you all over the place. Like it would have you running circles. And my mind can't take all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if we do have any, or if you do come across any type of update, some solid stuff, could you bring it to us and let us know, and we'll share it and bring it here?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So,
I watch a lot of crime shows, and it's not that I like the murder. I like to watch the way they solve it. And I know it takes years because it tells you sometimes, that cold cases from 37 years are now being able to be solved because of DNA that cops back in the day had no idea why they were, saving some of the stuff that they saved. But God
Right.
knows everything. And you might get away with something for a little while, but at some point, I couldn't do something and then have to be looking over my shoulder for the
Right.
rest of my life. I couldn't live like that.
For real.
I couldn't live like that at all.
exactly.
But all these killings and stuff, like I work for a group on Facebook called the No Shoot Zone, and we have a missing persons page, a victims awareness page, and Us for Us page where we
Well, let
share.
me ask you this.
Like,
And it's kind of off the off subject a little bit, but really not.
yeah,
But do they have a TV show, like a reality show for like missing people? Like how they have the shows, the crime shows for unsolved murders and stuff like that. Do they have a show like that that's just centered around like missing people?
Yeah, they had a show called Case Files.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
And
get
that
it
was
out in a minute.
centered around missing people.
Cold Case Files.
Okay, because I wonder why no network or nothing like that picked up Kiera Cole's story, because that is not only was it her, but she was pregnant too. You guys, I don't know if we mentioned it early on, but she was I want to say 7 months pregnant when she went missing. Yeah,
I thought it was 3. Was she that far?
Was it 3? I don't know. Maybe she was 7 during the time I started investigating the case. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it could have been
Maybe
when she went missing. But I know when I actually
right.
was looking into the case at that point, it was 7 months. So she was 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, so moving on to the next story. I have a little quick video clip that they wanted me to play. It's 8 minutes long. But do y'all want to just play his commentary? Is it any specific time frame you want me to go to, or just start here?
Which one is it?
The teen shot by the cop during the traffic stop.
I think it's 2:58. The timestamp to start is 2:58.
Okay, so let me go ahead and get to that timestamp and pull this video up.
I knew I was going to do that at some point.
It be happening, don't it? Okay. All right, so you guys know the drill. If y'all can't hear it or see it, just drop a 2 in the chat room.
Because the sheriff's office, they have not given the family answers that they deserve. They are protesting because of how the other teenager was treated after they shot and killed the 17-year-old. And here's a little bit of that protest.
Okay.
You see, we dispense truth on this show. Everybody watching this. Let me say something very sobering to everybody watching this.
Cynthia, give us the back end of the story, because I think we kind of missed that. Oh, Cynthia gone. Didi, can y'all hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Didi, give us the back end of the story. Yeah.
Okay.
Cindy, by the way, is dead in the water audio wise, so we're trying to figure that out right now. And I would love to talk about this story that I know nothing about. Luckily, Cynthia and I are in the same room, so I am gonna make no further fool of myself. And here she is to talk to you. There you go. Thank God.
Okay, hold on for a minute. Wait. Oh, I'm up this way. Okay, here we go. All right, with this young man, what happened was it was like 2:00 in the morning, and he had gotten pulled over by the police, and he was having trouble with his vehicle. It would roll back when he put the car in park. So he would always have a gallon of antifreeze he would put in the back tire.
Y'all got to get out different rooms, Cynthia, or something. Or Didi, you got to mute up while she talking. Didi, mute up while she talking.
Is that any better?
No, Didi have to mute up while you talking because y'all in the same house.
She said you got to mute up.
I muted her. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, I knew this wasn't going to work, but had faith in us. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, but he was 17, I believe, and he got pulled over by the police, and he always put antifreeze behind the car wheel because his car would drift back and he didn't want to hit the cop's car. So he went into either the car or the trunk, and when he went to turn around to put the antifreeze under his tire, the cop shot. And that person that was with him in the passenger seat said the cop didn't say anything to him. He just started shooting him. And he got shot in the neck, and he ended up bleeding out, and he passed away. So I'm not happy about it. We always put out the disclaimer, we are not racist. I am not racist by any means. But I always question why.
Cindy, yeah. I don't know what y'all did when you dropped off and left, but you are muffling really bad. And whatever y'all did before at the start of the show, do it again. I don't know if y'all was in 2 separate rooms. I don't know if you had on a Bluetooth. Whatever y'all did before, please do it again, because it sound horrible. The whole audio sound horrible. I cannot really hear anything you saying. So while y'all try to figure it out, I'm gonna see if our video will play.
Oh wait, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, yay. Lucy and Ethel, try and do a panel. Here we go, Cindy. This should work now. Okay, so we're going to the video, you said, Malika?
Yeah, I'm going to try to see if the video will play. Let's play it.
Okay.
Okay.
When I first claimed my
we got a
page,
commercial.
I started getting business. I put tons of pictures out there. And
of course we have a commercial. I told you, everybody's trying to sell you detergent.
If you say nothing when they're knocking on your neighbor's door, why don't you think they're going to end up knocking on yours? We have been screaming and shouting the blood of unarmed black men and women, brown men and women, has been screaming and shouting from the soil. Do something. Do something. Do something about out of control policing in the United States of America. But what happened? Even with almost 95% of Americans believing some level of police reform should take place, 58% of Americans believing it should be dramatic. Hell, 51% of Republicans saying police reform is required. No police reform happens. They're not held accountable. Even now, the person who killed this 17-year-old kid who was trying to be courteous by making sure his truck did not hit this cruiser, that person is on paid administrative leave. Now, the state of Arkansas has picked up the case. We will see what happens. We're going to continue to follow it. Adrian, I want you to give your legal expertise here as an attorney. What do you see? What are the variables you see right away?
Well, the officer is going to have to be in a position where they've got to show that they acted reasonably under the circumstances here to even enjoy any semblance of qualified immunity. And the fact that as you mentioned, being armed with a jug of antifreeze, it wouldn't seem in any way legitimate to me for an officer to confuse that with a potentially deadly weapon such as a gun. But also, I'm sure what the officer is going to say is that this young man was turning such that they weren't sure what he was turning around with. But the reality is that people move and people move in various directions. So for police to always assume that in any way that the person who's moving that I am stopping or speaking with must be using deadly force against me is a huge part of the problem. I just think that is extremely unreasonable, and this child has lost their lives as a result of it. And so we will see how this ends up playing out, but I think we can maybe largely garner that people might give this a little bit more attention in terms of people with power, because this was a promising young white man with a future ahead. And hey, his life was taken, and unfortunately, having a lot of black young men and black young women be murdered by police isn't enough to gain the attention of people in power. But maybe, just maybe this one will be enough.
Just maybe. We'll see what happens.
Okay, that's good.
Nothing can bring back.
And that was, that's like part of my question. Do you guys think that because it's a white child this time, that it's going to make a difference? Is this going to get the attention of the amount of people that are black people that are being shot compared to white people? And I believe that there's a chart that I didn't look at, but do I still sound muffled, you guys, or do I sound okay?
No, you sound better now, Cindy.
I lost volume again. Hold on.
We can hear you.
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
You have to say something.
Okay, so this was a non-black boy. This was a white boy. And your question is, what was your question again, Cindy?
Will this make a difference with black people and white people being charged for the police officers being held accountable equally if they kill a white person or if they kill a black person? Hey, Pam, you guys drop a 1 or something if you can't hear us. And if you can't, it is completely and totally me and Cindy's fault. Let me just say that ahead of time. But her question basically is like, are we going to see an equal system? I guess all around. I would think, to me, equal justice is equal justice. It shouldn't even matter, what the person's color is. But until we have computers deciding this kind of thing, you're always going to have the possibility of running into a racist police officer, if not a racist prosecutor, if not a racist judge, if not a racist warden, and if not a racist correction officer. The, ability for you to go through all of those people that affect your lives so greatly, and the idea that if either one of them, any one of those people are a racist, you're not going to get justice. No one is going to get justice. And so what the solution to that is, that's a really, really good question. And I got $64,000 if you can answer it.
Dang, I want that money, but I can't answer that.
Without the answer, right?
Yep, don't have the answer for
I
that.
just it. Go ahead,
Are you
Malika.
going to see an uproar about it? Probably not. Probably not. Will he get justice? Probably so. Probably so. And that's just my response to it. That's all I got for y'all. Right there. But moving on.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like there was a better way for us to handle some of these situations, but I'm not really sure exactly how to do it. Hey, Mom, my mom is listening. I just found out. Thank you guys for my sister. Thanks for coming.
Y'all are echoing. You echoing, Dee Dee. You ain't even take a breath for me to tell you that you was echoing. Bad.
Wow, really? I didn't take a breath. I'm talking too much? That never happens. Wow. I don't know how. I mean, wow.
I was trying to get it in there to tell her, but she was gone. Like, hey, Mom.
Oh, it's so unlike me. I'm usually so very shy and reserved that I'm surprised I did that.
You know what? Thanks, Dee Dee, for kicking it off and making me laugh because we on our way to the second half. So now that we got everything else out the way, we're going on to the second half of the show, which is going to be like a little celebrity news and gossip. Then we got a little fun towards the end. And this is all per Dee Dee. But you guys gonna like it. I think y'all gonna like it. So whatever y'all do, make sure y'all stay towards the end. Make sure y'all hang in there and stay towards the end because y'all gonna like what she gonna present to us towards the end. But anyway, so moving on to the second half of the show.
We got the video to show. And I wanted to just tell everybody this first thing you're going to see is a parody by Niecy Nash. It's really funny, and it kind of bleeds into what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, got it. I'm about to pull it up. Pulling it
Hey
up.
Pam. Hey Auntie Ruth.
Y'all ready? Let me know. Drop a 2 if y'all can't hear or if y'all can't see. Y'all don't have a good visual.
Not for a charcoal grill. No charcoal grills are allowed.
You're scared.
Please leave me alone.
You're white.
African American.
Illegally selling water without a permit.
But with cell phone cameras and social media, calling 911 on your black or brown neighbors just isn't what it used to be. Hi, I'm Niecy Nash, actress, inventor, and advocate for not calling 911 on black people for no goddamn reason. I'd like to introduce you to a radical new product that will save you all the headaches of being filmed and outed as a racist douche. It's called 184. The way racist white people cope with black people living life near them.
1844 White here. There's a black guy outside my neighbor's house and he's walking around.
Our experienced staff have been living while black in America their entire lives. Darren here is a former Obama aide who had the cops called on him for moving into his new apartment.
That is actually your neighbor Michael. Yeah, no problem.
Our records are actually showing it's actually his boat. Yeah, I know black people have boats too now.
Studies show that people of color are more likely to be arrested, convicted, and serve longer sentences than white people for similar crimes. So calling 911 for non-emergency situations is really just a move.
I got so scared when I saw a black guy walking around outside, and so I called 1844 White here, and it turns out we're neighbors, and I'm a racist.
Now, black people have been helping white people be better since always.
So she's looking around and standing there? Regular frisbee or ultimate frisbee?
Call it when black people are having a barbecue, taking a nap in a rec room, mowing the lawn, waiting for a friend at a coffee shop, golfing, shopping, enjoying a vacation at their Airbnb, going to work, coming home from work, working while at work, campaigning for office, swimming with socks on, delivering newspapers, buying a house, selling water, parking their car, using a coupon, and so much more. 1844 White fear. It's a real number for real white people who should mind their own damn business.
If you've been a victim of 911 harassment, please email us at 844-WYTFEAR@nytimes.com.
I'm dead.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
Okay.
That is hilarious. Oh
yeah, it's really, really funny. But the crazy thing is, somebody sent me that. I wish I could remember so I could give them a shout out. And I watched it like 5 times. I thought it was so hysterical. But then it got me thinking, what if we really did have like a 1-800 number for white people to call and talk to black people and say, kind of like, hey, I think I'm a racist. Or, is it wrong for me to say this? Why can't I say this? And, white people would have a safe place where they could stay anonymous and ask questions that they probably don't feel comfortable asking to other people. And again, I think this goes back, we keep bringing up the Jake Paul thing and the cultural thing and about what's insulting to us and what's disrespectful to us that they don't know about. We could go through all of that on the 1-800 number. We could tell them, look, don't snatch the hat off of no black man or you're going to get a beat down. And no, you can't call your friend Nig just because he calls you that. Things like that. I think that would be awesome. And I think that the government should pay for it.
No, I do not think it should be as awesome. No, I think you should have a common human.
Surprise, surprise. I'm so shocked, Malika.
I think you should have common human dignity, intelligence, common sense. And should nobody have to tell you that you don't use the N-word because your friend used the N-word? That's just common sense. And if you operating off integrity, human decency, and common sense, then you don't need no 1-800-144 number. And that's my
honey. It's the common sense is the part that they're lacking.
And somebody telling them is not gonna give them.
It's not gonna change.
It's not gonna change. I don't think it's going. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I really do think that there are some people out there, kind of like Archie Bunker, who, Archie Bunker was the biggest bigot in the world. But if you call him a bigot, he was insulted because he really didn't think he was. And, maybe 2 people are having a disagreement and, they want to call and we could be the 800 number could be the tiebreaker. Or I do think that there are people out there who simply, truly don't get it.
So you don't think that somebody can tell somebody that they racist?
I think that if they took the time to call the 800 number, you have the opening of convincing them that they're racist. Yeah, because you've already got them listening to you as soon as they call. And if they bothered to call, they probably are a racist, but they don't want to be. Kind of like, AA and stuff. They have the suicide hotlines and all those kind of things. Of course, not the same, but, those kind of things. Those, by the time the people are calling that number, they want help. So I think that you could probably convince a lot of people if you have the right people answering the phone. That's the other problem. But yeah, I think once they're calling, you've already got them.
It can't be me. I was just gonna say it can't be me on the other side of that phone. It can't be somebody. You can't be me or somebody like me on the other side of that phone.
Definitely.
Why can you hear me now? Like, you racist, stupid. Why would you even think
that? Exactly. That's the dumbest question I ever heard.
Shoot, I'll be like, if you assume you racist, you racist. If you got to,
right? If you have to question it, you are.
You are racist.
Right. If you have to question it, you are. Jennifer, he sure did. I don't even think that they could. Well, do they allow those words now, like on TV, honky and stuff? I know they say nigga a lot, but I'm not a racist again.
He did say honky. George Jefferson and Christ. Yeah, he would. So we talk about Archie Bunker. We talk about George Jefferson too. And then they what they friends or neighbors or because they kind of like intersected they characters before on the show.
Yeah, they used to be neighbors, and then when George started opening up all the whatchamacallits, the dry cleaners, that's when they moved on up.
Right. I know it was something like that. Okay.
Darren said that they would walk into traffic after dealing with him. He couldn't be on the phone either, Malika.
I know that's right. Okay, like they would have
the suicide rate would definitely go up. It's not funny. I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, you know, people that know me always accuse me of being too rational and, and not really getting angry first. But I think it's because I'm fascinated by people. I want to know how you could be a racist in 2021. What rock have you lived under where you still believe that the people that help you at the bank, the guy that gave you your house loan, the lady in the CBS are all less than you? And, you're wearing a wife beater and missing 3 teeth. I don't understand how you can think that you're better than me.
It's crazy. Yeah. I just have no words for it, for real. It for them, it's taught. And once a person believes what they believe, it's hard to get them to change. Even though I've seen stuff on TV where they, like documentaries where people used to be white supremacists and they're no longer white supremacists and stuff. So they can change if they have an open mind, I guess. But there are really some Caucasian people out there that think that they're losing the country. They're going to be the minority, and that Black people are going to run the country, are going to take over the country and stuff.
You know what I have always found so funny about that is, white supremacists go down the streets yelling, you will not replace us. You will not replace us. And I'm like, dude, just tell your girls to stop having sex with our men. If your race is getting diluted, there's nothing we can do about it. If you're getting replaced, it's because your girls and your boys can't resist that Black meat. I'm not going to say no to a white guy that I love or that I'm interested in simply because you scared of your race being diluted. I mean, it just, the whole concept of white supremacy and anti-Semitism is so baffling and foreign to me that, again, thank God for the next generation, because they ain't having it. So hopefully in 20 years, there won't be a need for an 800 number or anything else.
Yeah, that's the goal. That is the goal.
I was just getting ready to put in the chat for Jennifer that they absolutely fear people. They fear us. The media, TV have made us look so bad, and every race has their gangs, their murderers, their rapists, their drug addicts, the drug dealers. It's in every culture. Even the ones that think that it would never be there, drugs are everywhere. As long as there's demand, there's going to be supply. They're going to figure out a way to get drugs to the people if the money is there. And if we put as much energy as we do in self-hate, us killing us, maybe we would get the respect where people will say, well, they're not killing each other. Maybe they're seeing a difference, or maybe that would make a difference in the way we treat each other if we could band together and put that energy into something positive and make some better moves, get those loans and stuff from the government and start your business, start from home if you have to, work out your basement, do something to make a difference and to change.
Absolutely.
Something's got to stop. The media is awful. I was involved in a high profile case, and my testimony, when I heard it on the news, I almost lost my mind. I'm like, that is not what I said, and that's not how I meant it to be said. What I did say, they did not report it. Or I did say, some of the stuff they would reword it to make it sound like I was saying something that I wasn't saying. So from that point on, I don't believe the media, because they put on there what is going to bring ratings and what's going to bring money, and that's violence. Americans love violence for some reason.
I like the idea of Black people, getting our stuff together. But, people always talk about Black people being like crabs in a pot, and that we'll pull each other down. And I don't think that's true. That has not been my experience as a Black person. And also, I think when people, especially white people, say, you need to stop killing each other and get your stuff together, it's a cop out. Because if systemic racism was fixed in this country, Black people would not be fighting over scraps within their neighborhoods and trying to survive at the rate where we are crabs in a barrel. I don't think that's our nature. I don't think it's something that we are, ingrained in our culture. It's quite the opposite. If our neighbor is hungry, you will find very few Black people that won't feed that neighbor and won't babysit that child. And we are a community, and in some ways still a tribe. That is still kind of embedded in us. So if we are killing each other to the extent where it's dangerous, then okay, fine. We still going to need the white community, because we're going to need the police, or we're going to need some type of services in order to fix the situation. And the other thing is, I feel, don't write me letters, but I feel we usually only kill somebody we got a beef with. It's not like we go out just random mass shooting up schools and blowing up buildings. And so for real, I don't know why you clutch your purse when I get in the elevator, because I'm scared of you.
Absolutely, Jennifer. I like Jennifer. She's got some good comments in here.
Jennifer's awesome.
She really does. But I forgot what I was going to say. That's why I try to stay out the chat sometimes. But Malika, you can go ahead.
No, I'm getting some stuff ready for the second half. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, surprise, I can talk. So you guys need somebody to talk for a little bit?
You silly. Well, yes, I'm getting ready to present something. So y'all go ahead.
Okay, so I think it's interesting also, about the 800 number, that it hasn't been thought of before. There is, by the way, I did do some research, and there is an 800 number for Black people to call if you have been a victim of racism, or you think you've been a victim of racism. It's a 1-800 number that you can call and basically say, yo, did they dog me or did they not? And I think that is very, 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 very helpful as well, because I think all Black people have PTSD. I think that our lives are as such that we are not in the same mental state as the people that have the power and that continue to degrade us and shame us. Because we don't have that power, and because we are bombarded with images that don't look like us, it does give us self-hate, and it does make us feel in a way sometimes lesser, even if it's not consciously. Sometimes you'll meet somebody and they will have a grievance or something. This has happened to me a lot. And I will say to that person, you need to call your governor. You need to call your congressman. Make them work for that vote. Don't just give that vote up for nothing. And I would say 90% of the time, that person looks back to me and says, ain't nothing going to happen. They ain't going to do nothing. And so they don't even try. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm glad I remembered this, call your congressman. If your water's not hot enough, if you didn't like the way your Jiffy Pop came out, I don't care. Call them. Make them work for your vote. That vote is not free. Mine isn't, at least. And if I have a problem within the government or outside of the government, I'm going to call you. That's your job. You're supposed to be there for me. So if you can't do that, then you can't get my vote. And the only way I'm going to know that is if I ask you. And I have never, ever contacted my congressman or my governor and not gotten some kind of satisfaction. Most times they fix whatever the situation is for me, and or will give me the number of someone who will fix it. And I think that if we utilize that more often, they keep track of who's calling. And if they see, oh, wait a minute, all of a sudden all the black people are paying attention to politics, we better start doing something good for them.
Amen. Did he know she can take us to church? Did mute up real quick?
I know, right? I'm sitting here listening to her zoning off. I don't know what's going on with me today. I am so off whack today. I'm so sorry. Y'all know my health situation. Those that don't, I'm not 100%, but I give what I can. I do zone off sometimes. I do still have brain fog. It's a real thing, you guys.
You all good, girl.
Yeah, you ain't even gotta let the people know. They ain't gotta know what you're going through back there.
But no, honey, I share my testimony to give people hope. You know.
Well, you ain't giving them hope if you can't doze off. And
that's what I was about to say. The dozing off part you could have kept.
I didn't say doze off. I said zone off.
Oh, I thought you said you be dozing off. That's why I said you
no.
That part they ain't have to know, sis.
Oh my God.
No, zone, like ZONE.
And I don't think I was alone either. I don't think I was alone. I think a lot of y'all probably heard me.
Girl.
Don't laugh at me, Jennifer.
I remember one time when I was coming back from a vacation, I was a little hungover. I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was dozing off like hell. I was dozing off like hell 2 weeks ago, but anyway. Well, good thing we say the fun for last. So celebrity news and gossip. A little celebrity news and gossip. So I had to actually send, when y'all was doing that, I was sending myself the some screenshots. We can actually have some screenshots to look at. So we're going to kind of talk about the whole Trick Daddy versus the Beehive. And if y'all been sleeping under a rock and haven't heard about the whole Trick Daddy versus the Beehive situation, we'll give y'all a quick little breakdown. So the Beehive is Beyonce. I guess fan base. Beyonce fan base is called the Beehive. So recently Trick went on I guess you could say, well, let me start from the beginning. He actually did a private, okay, it was private, unpopular opinion type of group chat. And so, and in his unpopular opinion, he stated that he didn't think that Beyonce was one of the best singers. And he actually said she can't sing. He actually said,
yeah.
I'm trying to clean it up for him. I know I'm trying to clean it up. He actually said that she couldn't sing. This is what was actually leaked from the Clubhouse. Now, he came back and gave an explanation for it. But in a Clubhouse video that was leaked, the private audio that was leaked, he actually said that Beyonce could not sing. He took some shots at Jay-Z, said some things about Jay-Z. And so the audio was leaked. And from that point on, the Beehive have been destroying Trick Daddy. And I mean destroying him. So I'm going to let y'all speak on
oh my God.
some of these screenshots that I got. And let me tell y'all something. Like, I do feel like everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I also feel like everybody have to be accountable for their opinion as well. So I'm entitled to say whatever it is I want to say on this show, right? But I have to be accountable for the stuff that come out my mouth.
Right.
So I can't.
Right. Or in his case, you have to be willing to take whatever comes with that.
Almost definitely, because you can't backpedal once it flies out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to stick your chest out and be like, I said what I said.
That's right. Did you not hear me? Do you want me to repeat it?
Girl, if y'all ever hear me type it, that's how I'm saying it. Like if y'all ever see me type, I said what I said. I didn't say it like that. I'm saying it like this. I said what I said. That's how I
I'm
want
never
y'all
going to be able to read that the same again.
Yes, please. I want y'all to read it. I said what I said. Because for me, when I roll some stuff off my tongue, that's what it is. Like I don't care about taking it back. It is what it is. I said what I said. And that's just that. So I kind of feel like Trick Daddy should have just stuck with what he said, and he shouldn't have tried to backpedal his way out, try to get his way out, because it probably made him look even worse.
Exactly. Because that's something, I'll give you respect. I mean, if that's what you think, if you don't think Beyonce can sing and that's your opinion, I ain't mad at you about it. And if I say Beyonce can, I always talk about different singers. Like I think Pink and Christina Aguilera are singers. Britney and Janet are performers. There are different, areas, I think. And so everybody that's standing on a stage singing is not a singer. So if that's my opinion, I'm gonna stick to it. I was really disappointed when he started backpedaling.
How many of y'all would agree with Trick and say, let's start it here. How many of y'all would agree with Trick Daddy and say that Beyonce is not, and I'm gonna say a strong singer, a really strong singer, or not one of your favorites. Let's just say that, because the girl can sing. So I actually think that that's
absolutely
saying that she can't sing. I think that's false. The girl can sing, but she might not be one of your favorites. She might not be one of your top, favorite singers. But the girl can sing. So how many would agree that Beyonce is not really as strong of a singer, or not one of their top singers, or one of their top favorite singers?
Or maybe she don't deserve the hype that she gets. She don't live up to the hype. Listen, I tried very hard for many years to hate Beyonce, because I could not believe that somebody that looks like that, can sing like that, can dance like that, can look like that. It's not fair. So I tried for a very, very long time to find the smallest, teeniest little thing wrong with her so I could hate her, because she's so amazing. But even in, interviews, I've never heard anybody, he's the first person I ever heard say anything bad about her. People talk about how lovely she is and how giving and caring and how good she is to her fans and how respectful and grateful she is to staff at hotels and restaurants and stuff like that. So once I couldn't find nobody to say anything bad about her, I was like, well, dang, she is all that. And I got to give her her credit where credit is due. And as far as her singing, if you look up Beyonce rehearsal, the song I Don't Need One of Us, whatever. Anyway, look it up. She's just in the freaking dressing room rehearsing with a keyboard. That girl can sing. Come on.
Okay, so I agree with Jennifer, because when Jennifer stated that, y'all see I had to post it, because I'm all over the shade room. Okay, I'm all over the shade room saying the exact thing that Jennifer said. I don't see Beyonce as a neo soulful singer. So when Trick Daddy actually came back and gave his explanation, his full explanation about what he meant, when he actually broke it down, and he said that if this is really what he meant and he wasn't backpedaling, then I can kind of get it. Even though it don't sound like what he said in the Clubhouse interview. He just said in the Clubhouse interview she couldn't sing. But when he came back and he actually did a thorough explanation, it was like, okay, well, that makes sense if that's what you really meant. She is not really a neo-soulful singer. I wouldn't put her in a category of Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan.
No, but that's not, but she's never pretended to be that, right?
But people, even Whitney Houston, I even had people arguing saying for me that she was an even much stronger singer than Whitney Houston. Maybe so, but this is another thing I think people fail to look at too, because people look at the notes and the riffs and raps and all that stuff. But me, myself personally, I don't know, and maybe it's just me, I also look at the uniqueness of the tone of their voice, like the uniqueness of their voice. And for me, my favorite singer, in case y'all never, ever hear me say this again, my absolute favorite singer in the whole freaking world since I was little was Shirley Murdoch. I love Shirley Murdoch. That's my favorite singer. So to me, some people might feel like Beyonce
completely underrated. You're absolutely right. She was completely underrated too. She never got the props that she could have got. That girl blew every song she ever sang.
My mama used to play Shirley Murdoch when I was little in the car, and I remember singing "As We Lay." And when I was little, didn't know the the part. I didn't understand As We Lay, but just knowing, I'm talking about the uniqueness of her voice. The uniqueness of her voice is what drew me, and she was such a powerful singer. When she sung like Husband or As We Lay, I'm a young girl, I don't know what she's talking about, but it went through my spine like, Jesus, who Husband?
Yes, absolutely.
Beyonce,
yes.
She don't take me to church. And what I mean by take me to church, she don't make me want to shout, run over the room and scream, and the chills run down my spine. She don't send me there like Shirley Murdoch do when I listen to her, for example. So if that's what Trick meant, then I definitely agree. I definitely feel like she is a great singer, but I don't feel like she can sing, as he say, when it comes to the woman that he compared her to, or those that preceded her, such as Shirley Murdoch. And another
No. Yeah, but that's not what he said, Malika. He said his mother gave her voice lessons, and that girl can't sing. He said she can't. Beyonce can't even really sing. She can't sing. He did not say she's.
He backpedaled a lot.
This is what I'm saying. And it disappointed me because, yeah, the Beehive can be mad because they love her. But if you don't think she can sing, you don't think she can sing. And I got less respect for you now because you're not standing by what you said.
Right. You know, I think that when he did the whole Clubhouse thing, right? And he did a private, well, in Clubhouse, even though it was like a private guest panel thing where people can talk, you also got an audience full of people, and you don't know if they screen record and stuff like they did him or whatever the case may be. I think he should have been careful with how he said it. He should have said that in the very beginning, like, wait a minute, don't get me wrong, she could sing, but she just not one, a strong singer like that, or a powerhouse as the people, because I think it's kind of like Trick got an old school type of vibe. He's an old school guy. Okay, so he like old school artists like me. Like I said, Shirley Murdoch, Mickey Howard. These are people that I love to listen to. And Whitney Houston, I don't feel like Beyonce.
Moore.
You hear me? Okay, Natalie Cole. Okay, Sade. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't put. I see the way I look at stuff, y'all. It's like a passing of the torch. Okay, and I was trying to explain that too in my comments. Like, I kind of feel like, why do people always want to put like somebody from the next generation on the same level as the person that preceded them? Why can't it be a passing of the torch thing? And because a lot of people were saying, well, Beyonce got these awards and she got this many Grammys, and that proves that she was way better than Whitney. Well, how come we can't look at it as Whitney paved the way for someone, in the next generation to be able to accept Grammys and, and things like that, or get Grammys and stuff like that. So I look at it more as a passing of the torch. I don't put her on the same level as certain artists that preceded her, but she is a great singer. But
yeah, you can't. That's like when she's a good singer. She gives a really good show. I love to watch her dance. I love to watch her videos just because I like her to watch her dance, just like Janet Jackson. To me, Whitney Houston is on a different level. Her range and just the smoothness of her voice and the way she can go, make melody. And I don't know how to explain it, but I love Whitney Houston. She's one of my favorite, singers. But Beyonce is nowhere near on their level. She's more of an entertainer than a singer to me. There's better singers out there than her, in my opinion. Like somebody said, Jennifer Hudson, people like that. Who's the lady that was in Dreamgirls?
Jennifer Hudson?
No, not Jennifer Hudson. No, it was another lady. It was Jennifer Hudson, but it's somebody else I'm trying to think of that had a real... The original singer,
Jennifer, the other Jennifer.
The original singer of the song that Jennifer Hudson sang.
Oh, help us out, chat. Jennifer, oh God, I can't believe it.
Stephanie Mills, I like her too. Y'all help me out, please.
I definitely think that
her name is Jennifer.
I definitely think that Beyonce was one of the best in her generation. I don't know from Detroit. Now this goes back to what Didi said in the beginning about, her being beautiful and talented and all that. Being from Detroit, I couldn't hate Beyonce because before Beyonce was Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was our baby girl. I'm talking about not just Detroit, but the world's baby girl. But being the fact that she was from my hometown, Aaliyah was very talented, singing, dancing, acting, just as well as Beyonce. Okay. And she preceded her, so I was accepting to, okay, here it
Right.
is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, their generation, come out, beautiful, talented, sing, acting, great. Like, I never held that against her. But for me, I guess it's not the uniqueness in her voice. She can hit certain notes, maybe certain notes that Shirley Murdoch even can't hit. But for me, it's not really the uniqueness, I guess, of her voice that really kind of like, do it for me.
All right, Malika and chat. I'm gonna go bananas if y'all don't have Holiday. Thank you.
Holiday.
I love you,
Oh,
Jennifer.
that
Thank
is
you.
a shame.
I could not remember her name, and it was gonna get on my nerves until I figured it out. Thank you so much, Jennifer. But who? Okay, so who was in Beyonce's generation that she's being compared to?
He didn't compare her to anybody. He just said straight up out loud that she can't sing. If he was comparing her to somebody else,
He did
then
compare
maybe
her.
I might.
He
He
did.
did? Oh, because
Mhm.
I only saw him say she couldn't sing.
No, he did. Okay, so first it was a leak, which was a private discussion, and it was like a clubhouse leak. And then when the leak came out, he did a Breakfast Club interview and things like that. And he was adamant about, yeah, she just can't sing and still running his mouth, yada yada yada. And then he actually did a live on his Instagram. And when he actually did the live, he kind of explained what he meant. And he was like real thorough. He was like, now don't get me wrong. He actually said that the audio that was first leaked was edited, was cut. He said we didn't even hear the fullness of what he said. He said that in the audio, the original audio, he said, yeah, okay, she can sing. I'll give her that. He said, but she can't sing. Like, instead of the I, the A-N-G. And he said, nah.
Oh.
Right. He said S-A-N-G. She can't sing. He said, now women that can
Okay,
sing,
yeah.
Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin. He started naming women that he felt like can sing. So he said that she can sing S-I-N-G, but she can't sing S-A-N-G. And then he started going down a list of people. And he even named Mariah Carey. He said he even believed Mariah Carey, that woman can sing. And he named Whitney Houston.
Not no more, she can't.
Yeah, exactly. That woman sounds horrible now. But he named a
Good
few
Lord.
women. He compared her to a few women, and which I think most of us agreed to the women that he compared us to. But I think that he just really should have been careful with his words in the very beginning, if that's not what he meant. Because like Cindy said earlier, any audios can be easily taken and manipulated. I've had it happen to me plenty of times. So it can be easily taken and manipulated. But I really don't think that all of that stuff should have stirred up this right here, what I'm about to show y'all. I kind of think that people just went a little bit too far, like attacking this man's business for his opinion, for all of this stuff. Like, what happened and what's said on social media, I feel like should stay on social media. You know what I'm saying? Don't get off social media.
Yeah, for real.
Ruin my job, ruin my job, try to ruin my livelihood, try to ruin my life. Like, to me, this was just really
cancel culture. This is it. This is what we were talking about last panel. This is cancel culture. Because of something he said, he now has to lose his career and his livelihood because of something that should have just been his opinion. It should have just been left at that.
Exactly. I definitely agree too, Pastor King. I think singing and singing is two different things myself, because like I said, I think when I look at
Absolutely.
For me, when I think about singing, I think about neo soul. And like I said, something that kind of run through my soul and kind of give me the shivers. You know what I'm saying? And make me want to jump up and shout. For me, that's singing with an A. Right. Singing is with somebody like I think Ariana Grande can sing. I think she's an amazing singer. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's just singing. So I think it's two different things, but I definitely don't think his opinion or everything that happened warranted this right here. Like, to me, this right here was just, Didi, thank you so much for bringing up the cancel culture, because we spoke about this last week, and this is what we're seeing right here happening. So this right here screenshot that I'm sharing with you guys, the Beehive Beyonce fan base attacked his restaurant views. his Google views.
Oh,
So that time,
wow.
and this was actually, I want to say the next day, the Beehive attacked his views and brought his ratings and brought his ratings down to 2.6 on Google. Y'all look at some of the stuff that they were actually saying. Now, remind you, none of these people ever been to his restaurant. Okay. And all of this is coming from the fact that he said that she cannot sing, that Beyonce cannot sing. Okay, disgusting food. Seriously, the service was so bad and the food was so subpar. Definitely do not recommend this restaurant. They can't even sing. The food was appalling. I've never in my life tasted such filth. The lemonade, on the other hand, was divine. Y'all see the bees that they leaving?
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and so they brought within one day, they took a 4-star restaurant down to 2.6 within one day with all these comments right here. Here goes some more, y'all. I mean, just crazy. Oh, hold on, my fault. Food was awful.
Everybody should have a right to their opinion.
I'm trying to get to the one with
ridiculous.
the roaches. You know, a lot of people left about roaches. You know,
what?
Yeah, y'all. I'm trying to find it. It was a lot of comments about them having roaches in their food. People finding roaches in their food. So again,
that is so foul.
Yeah, again, I don't have to really go through all these comments. You guys, if y'all was to go in the shade room, y'all will be able to see it, or even look up his restaurant in Miami and you'll be able to see it, because the Beehive have literally swarmed his review page with disgusting reviews. And again, they have never been to this man's restaurant. And
that is so foul.
When I think about us trying to build, because, you know, us as a people trying to build something and create generational wealth for our children to have something, you know, it almost sometimes seems impossible and so difficult for us to do, you know. And then when you do have people that's able to come out of the mud and build something, and we the ones that's tearing it down. Like, we are the ones that's tearing it
down. Absolutely.
And I'm thinking, like, y'all, was it really that deep?
It really wasn't that deep. And you know what's so sad is when you own a business, you can't delete things from Yelp and reviews and stuff like that individually. Like, you can't sit in your office and delete all the bad reviews. I mean, that's the whole point of Yelp. You have no administrative abilities to control what people say about your restaurant or your business. So the question is, should there be a cancel culture button on these sites or whatever, where after you get so many negative reviews, whether they're true or not, somebody should pop up and say, hey, what's going on at this place? You know, there should be, because the idea that you can ruin someone's entire life in one day because you disagree with them, we could put a man on the moon. We could figure out how to fix this. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and as long as your fan base is more powerful than mine or bigger in numbers than mine, then hey, I'm screwed. So it don't even, back in the day, it took for the white man to actually cancel culture, you know, to actually blackball somebody. But nowadays, your own fans can turn on you, or you could be attacked by another celebrity's, you know, fans, as what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. And that's sad. That's just sad. It's crazy and it's sad.
I'm gonna show y'all another thing, because y'all.
Sad.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something else, because when I tell y'all they've been going in on Trick, and so I kind of got a meme, not a meme, but a picture that somebody created that I found, and I just wanted to show y'all this, you know, for the sake of laughing. I ain't gonna laugh. This shit is funny. Like, they just going in on him, you know what I'm saying? I can't even lie. I'm not a liar. I can't lie. I'm just gonna put this up for the sake of laughing real quick.
I haven't heard it or seen it, but just you laughing is making me laugh. Your laugh makes me laugh.
Because I was trying to think of something. I was trying to think of something nice to say, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this up for the sake of laughing. Like, they going so in on this man. So these are like pictures and stuff that they doing. Like they call him Florida Evans.
Oh,
They
Lord,
call him
forgive me.
Florida
That's not
Evans.
funny. Oh, God, forgive me. That's not funny.
It's all kind of memes going around. But this right here was just the absolute funniest to me. Like, this was just crazy. Because I do kind of see a little resemblance between So I guess this is like the funniest to me. Like, okay, they hit this dead on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, they have literally canceled and dismissed Trick. The culture is mad at Trick right now. As you can tell, they are really upset with him right now. If you guys go to his social media pages, it's swarmed with bees, bee emojis all over his page. Every picture he have dropped from today back into September or last year, bees all over it. So I'm like, these people got nothing to damn on their hand too, because Beyonce probably don't know you guys, don't know y'all even exist.
Don't care.
And would prefer that you didn't do this because it makes her look like, of course people are going to be like, can't Beyonce put a stop to this? But it puts pressure on her. If you're in the Beehive, you represent Beyonce, and the last thing you want to do is be ugly where somebody can see you. That's crazy. But Jennifer is mad at you, Malika, because she love Esther Roll. She out to get you, girl. Jennifer gone. You better leave her alone.
You know what? That's no shade towards her, is it? I had to think about. Wait a minute, is it? It's kind of shade.
What?
Well, yeah, it is shade. It is shade both ways when you look at it. I'm sorry, Esther Roll. I like you too. I didn't mean to say you look like Trick. I just mean to say Trick is like you.
You're stupid. Did you hear her? Did you hear Danita?
With her damn.
Yeah.
That's my favorite episode.
My favorite. I think that's all our favorite episode. That and Ungertha with the meatloaf. I think that had to be my favorite. But anyway, so moving along with some more celebrity news and gossip. And y'all also know too, to just throw in there. So Trick Daddy also performed with Trina, just like the week before. They had a versus battle. It was Trina versus Eve. So Trick ended up Cindy, for some reason I can't add you. It say device not connected. You got to get off and get back on, huh? So get off and get back on.
Hey.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So y'all Ungertha the meatloaf.
Girl, I bet you we all done ate a little cat food before and didn't even know it.
Did y'all happen to catch the verses, Trina versus Eve? Or do y'all watch verses? Didn't y'all watch verses?
I like versus. I like it, but it's on now. It's only on Apple TV or something, so you have to wait a long time before you can see. I know, but that's usually after. It's on YouTube usually after. It's not live on YouTube, is what I'm saying, right? It's on Apple TV, I think.
Well, I think they had to do it that way. Yeah, they had to brand it and do it that way because there was a lot of people airing it at the same time, and they just needed to make it a little bit more professional. So I'm kind of glad they did it. I hate we have to wait for it to actually come out, but I'm kind of glad they did it. They did it that way. It's like
they did Bow Wow and Soldier Boy, but I didn't watch all of it. I watched a little bit of it, and it was so painful. I stopped watching it.
So what did y'all think about the Trina versus Eve?
I didn't watch that one.
Didi, what you think about that one?
I am a Eve girl from way back. Way back. Shout out to my niece Chrissy, who turned me on to Eve years and years and years ago. Love is Blind is one of my favorite songs, top 5 favorite songs of any song.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was a little biased. I'm going to just say that ahead of time. And also, I never did like Trina. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that my vote is fair or impartial. Let me say that.
Okay. Yeah, I used to be a Trina fan. Actually, I was a fan of all female rappers. So I was one of them because they came out kind of like during my time, like during my generation. I'm a young teenager, and so I had everybody's CD in my car. Everybody. All the female rappers. But I think today I'm so over Trina. I'm so over Trina and her lyrics. And I was listening to her like I don't even know how my mom even allowed me to listen to Trina. What what the hell was I thinking? What the hell was my mama thinking? I would never let my child listen to Trina.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That is exactly
I
right.
was
And I
so
think
over
maybe,
her.
and Eve was a little more pop too. So, her lyrics, I'm sure initially were harder than they were, but then, when they start to try to make money and they want to get on radio and MTV, they start adjusting their lyrics a little bit. And I am a lyrics person. So if you're going to talk about bees and hoes and slapping that A and all of that, you're going to lose me in the first 30 seconds of the song. Oh, except for Blurred Lines. I love T.I. solo in that, and it's totally disgusting against women, but I love it.
Lord have mercy. It's totally disgusting to women, but I love it. So yeah, I actually
I love
I
it.
love it. I love it. I love it. And Jennifer
I
said
kind of
that
think
Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat are coming up.
I saw that.
let me just say this. I kind of think that Eve killed Trina. I think that I don't know. I don't know. I just think Eve killed Trina.
Okay, so I wasn't biased. I did. Eve was better, right? Because that's
I
what I
think that
thought. But I
Eve was
thought it was because
better.
I like
But
Eve.
you know what? It was one song. It's one song from both of them that I wanted to hear. But I don't know. I love that Trina. That Eve song when she did with Gwen Stefani. If I have to give you more, it's only
Your
been
love
a
and a
year.
sleep in a
Oh
year.
my God!
Put
I
your
was
good
waiting
stuff
on that.
in, and let me have. Oh, that is the jam. Yes, I
Man,
forgot
I was
about that
waiting.
one.
And I remember back in the day when, that was the one song I'll pop in when I get to a certain block, a certain neighborhood, and I would roll the windows down and put my seat back a little bit. And baby, that did it for me. That did it for me.
But see, Love is Blind always, it was so real for me, because it's an interesting juxtaposition because it's usually the girl talking about you beating me up and I can't take it anymore and I'm so sad. And this is coming from a best friend's point of view. She's basically like, you know what, love is blind for her, but I will kill you, Nick, and go to jail and be happy. You put your hands on my best friend again and it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, her lyrics are kind of meaningful. They really like they was, and you could definitely tell she wrote a lot of her music. You could definitely tell Trina wrote her music as well. But I don't know. I like both of them. I like both of the girls. And that those type of verses, old school verses, I'm just all for the Keith Sweat. Who y'all said Keith Sweat? Bobby Brown and Keith
And
Sweat.
Bobby Brown?
I don't think that's a good fit. I think they
No.
sing two different type
No.
of music.
Y'all don't think that's a good
They don't
pairing?
even. No, I don't think so. I don't think so because they're on different levels, big time. Keith Sweat is Bobby Brown's gonna blow him out the water.
But guess
Oh
what?
my God, I was going to say the complete opposite. That's so funny.
Really?
I think that Keith Sweat, although he was crying in all his songs, he was always begging and crying and everything, has a much better vocal range. And not to mention that I'm sure Keith Sweat has been taking much better care of himself than Bobby Brown has. And every time there's a new edition reunion, he's always out of step and don't know the lyrics and whatever. So if he to me, he's going to have to make a masterful comeback in order for him to take down Keith Sweat.
And then, but see, Bobby Brown was also a performer too. He didn't just sing. Bobby Brown performed too. You know what I'm saying? So
Perfect example of singer and performer. You're
he was a
absolutely
singer
right.
and
Keith Sweat was
performer.
a
Yeah. So
singer.
Keith
Right,
Sweat is a real
right.
singer. Yeah.
Well, who
Yeah.
should they have put with Keith Sweat, and who
You
should
know
they have
what,
put with Bobby Brown? You think?
You know what though, Danita, it's all about the categories. I mean, not the categories. It's all about the collections, the music, whatever they call it. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about who's the better singer, but it's like my song up against your song, then your song up against my song. You know what I'm saying? They collection of music.
But you have to be able to sing your song.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to sing it live.
What you mean you only got two?
A lot of them did verses and they didn't sing.
King Ty, what you?
I'm sorry, what?
They
Honey?
lip sync, or they had the music in the background,
or they just bob
I'm
their
sorry,
head.
Pastor Ty talking about Bobby Brown only got 2 hits. I'm gonna get you, Ty.
Bobby Brown do not only have 2 hits. Okay,
No,
Bobby
he's
Brown,
not. Watch.
Bobby Brown got some hits. Don't y'all
I
underestimate.
know, right?
Don't underestimate Bobby B. He might come a little
I
hard
might
now.
watch that one.
I'm gonna
That
tell
might
y'all.
be one I watch.
Again, we talking about their music going against each other. Okay, if all Bobby Brown got to do is play Tenderoni, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. He plays Tenderoni, it's a wrap. I'll be like,
I
are
agree,
you
King Ty.
Tell me
he
what
said, and I agree.
Pastor King, I'm gonna wait. This
Huh?
question is for you, Pastor King. Tell me what Keith Sweat, and for you, Jennifer, tell me what Keith Sweat song that can be compared or put up against Tenderoni. What Keith Sweat song? And please don't say nobody.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's right, the only one. Because y'all know about
I do agree with him that Romeo and Bow Wow should have been together.
I said the same thing too. I said I don't know why
I think
Lil Romeo don't have a real collection of music like that everybody know. I guess like hits, like Bow Wow. Bow Wow got hits. Lil Romeo got hits like that.
Ooh.
So put him up
right
against
in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right. You
Right and
see
wrong
Jennifer's
I like that song, but I don't think it's gone. But I would put those up against each other though, if anything. Yeah, I could
But
see.
if Bobby is singing Tenderoni and his voice is cracking and he can't, get it together enough to sing it.
He don't have to sing. Diddy on verses, they don't have to sing. They can choose whether or not they want to do like a live performance, or they can lip sing because the music.
I was gonna say. Oh, because that's not the one that I saw. Did not look like that. They were actually the SWV versus was it SWV and In Vogue? I think it was, or something. They were.
I be missing a lot of those.
Yes, yes, they were singing live. They weren't lip syncing.
But they were singing some songs live. Most of the video, they were sitting down on the couch lip syncing. What was you watching?
Oh, okay. Here's my thing. Okay, that could possibly be true. It's been a minute since I've seen it, and truthfully, you might be right. But even if Bobby only has to sing one song, he probably won't agree to sing live because he can't. If that's the case, then Bobby's gonna win. Y'all are right. If they both get to lip sync, Keith Sweat ain't got nothing on Bobby. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Sorry. So sorry. Good talk. See you out there.
Collection of music. Exactly. Because I'll tell you, he do. Listen, we talk about collection of music, right? He do "Rock with You, Baby." Okay, "Rock with You, Baby," and Tenderoni. Seriously, like what Keith Sweat? He gonna blow. I don't care what Keith Sweat come out with, and he come right back out with "Rock with You, Baby." Like he got some hits. He got some straight up.
Yeah. My prerogative is you gotta get. You can't not move when you hear that song. You got to move when you hear My Prerogative.
I swear we gonna be up dancing. Y'all know he gonna have us dancing. Don't Be Cruel. Oh my God, that's another one. So who was that said Bobby Brown had 2 hits? Where you at? We need to call you back out. Who was that? I'm going to swerve these comments looking for you. Talking about Bobby Brown got 2 hits. That man got more than 2 hits.
That was King Ty. Get him, Malika. Get him. That was King Ty talking that craziness.
King Ty, you want to put your money on this verse right here, brother? We can put our every little step. Come on, Jennifer.
Girl, we could be OTB up in here. Lay your money down.
Come on, Jennifer. You better show out. Show Mr. King that he got way more than 2 hits, baby. You know what? I think this is actually a good pair up with him and Keith Sweat. So I'm all for it. I can't wait to see it.
Every little step I take.
But we're gonna go ahead and
It's not gonna be fair.
No, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is definitely going to be a bloodbath if they're lip syncing. Bobby Brown is going to eat him alive.
I think so too. She said if they lip syncing. You a hot man. Okay, Didi, the stage is yours from here on out.
All righty. So I am so excited about this, you guys. Okay, so a little while ago, you'll hear me talk about my son a lot, but he told me about this thing called the Mandela effect. And we can go with the first slide if you want, Malika. The reason that it's called the Mandela effect is because there are people, 2 different sets of people that remember Mandela differently. Some people say that Mandela died in prison, and then the other people say they remember clearly that he got out of jail, he became the president, and he killed apartheid, right? So there are other things in the world that 2 sets of people remember differently. So, for example, Fruit Loops.
I'm pulling it up. It's just taking me some time. I'm pulling it up. So
That's all right. I'm just telling them about the first one anyway. Okay, Fruit Loops. Chat, I need you guys to type in the chat how Fruit Loops is spelled. Please just type Fruit Loops into the chat, and we're going to see who remembers what and how it was in the past. And then we're going to show you what the real Fruit Loops looks like. The interesting thing about this to me is that it's just two memories. It's not as though some people remember that Mandela did get out of jail, but he never ran for president. Nobody remembers that. You either remember him dying in prison, or you remember him getting out of jail and being elected president and swamping out apartheid. The juxtaposition between the 2 memories have lots of different, explanations for why it's happening. But people remember 2 separate memories about the same exact thing. It is fascinating. And I guarantee you, by the time we are done, you're going to be on this conspiracy train with me.
Okay, so you mean Fruit of the Loom? Because you said Fruit Loops.
No, Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops.
We don't have a Fruit
Loops.
We don't have a Fruit Loops, sweetheart. How did you?
Yeah. Oh God in heaven, help me, Lord. I can't read my own writing. I don't mind telling you that I can't read my own writing. I am not a perfect person. I know people think I am, but I'm really not. That's so sad. Okay, sorry. Okay, but interestingly, since we did Fruit Loops, Pastor Ty, you are absolutely right. Cindy, that's how lots of people remember it being spelled. FROOTLOOPS is incorrect. Now, when I say incorrect, I mean that if you go to the store right now and you buy a box of Fruit Loops, you're going to see FRUIT. Okay, next one, Fruit of the Loom. Does everybody know what a cornucopia is? It's the little thing you see at Thanksgiving where it holds the fruit. Did the Fruit Loops logo have Fruit of the Loom? Good Lord, maybe I need to eat some cereal. Fruit of the Loom have a cornucopia, or it did not have a cornucopia in it? That's your next question, chat. Did it have a cornucopia where the fruit was sitting inside of it, or is the fruit just sitting all alone by itself?
Can you pull that
Can you
one
pull
up,
that one
Malika?
up, Malika?
Well, we were kind of giving the chat time to answer it.
I thought it shows both.
Yeah, but you can't. The reason we're not showing it to you first, you guys, is because it goes on memory. Okay. So we need to know how you remember it, and then we will show you, whether it's correct or not. Yes to cornucopia. Jennifer says yes to cornucopia. All right, Malika, you want to show them the truth? Pam also says yes, cornucopia. The correct Fruit of the Loom logo is on the right. There is no cornucopia. And let me just say, I'm with you. I distinctly remember there being a cornucopia in the logo. But if you go and buy a pair of Fruit of the Loom underwear today, you will not see a cornucopia. And the company swears there has never been one. So next we have, let me make sure I'm reading writing right. The Monopoly Man. You guys know the little Monopoly icon guy who was running. The question is, did he have a monocle, which is just the one thing on your eye, the glasses, one glasses on your eye is a monocle. Did he have a monocle or did he not have a monocle? Close your eyes. Remember looking at your Monopoly board for the 25th hour that it takes to play that dumb game. And tell me, did he have a monocle on his eye or did he not?
No cheating.
No, King Tide, the guy from the Monopoly box, not the peanut guy. But it's interesting that you said that, and I'll say why later. But no, it's the guy that's on the Monopoly, the little Monopoly guy.
So
okay, everybody says yes. Most people say yes.
Okay, Pam.
Right, on his eye. Right. So everybody says yes. Malika, can you show us the next slide, please? Remember, the correct slide is always going to be on the right. He did not have a monocle, has never had a monocle. But interestingly enough, King Ty gave us a preview. Some people say that people are mixing him up with the peanut guy, with the Planters peanut guy who did have a monocle. I'm not buying it. I remember distinctly that he had a monocle. Okay, let's see if you guys can get the next one. Please type in Febreze. Spell Febreze for me. The air freshener that you spray around to make your house smell good. Spell it into the chat for us. Let us see how you spell it. Okay. 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 Got it.
And I have no idea what any of these answers is, too. Let me just tell y'all, I'm just guessing just along with everybody else.
Right. Yes. The ladies are playing along with me. Although, pre-disclosure, Cindy and I have talked about this at length before. I dragged her into my madness one day because I couldn't stand being alone. Okay. All right. We've got our answers for Febreze. Malika, can you please show us the correct answer? There is one E. The one on the right is correct. I, too, thought there was two E's. So I was with you on that one. The correct answer is one E. I can't believe it either. It's nuts. Here's a good one.
You were wrong, Pam.
Yes, Pam. Sorry. No, you got it wrong, boo. You spelled it wrong, baby. Look at how you spelled it. Oh, she did spell it with one E, didn't she? No, sorry.
And he didn't have a monocle.
No, and he didn't have a monocle. No, you're batting 0, Pam. Please stop asking for stuff until you start winning. Here's a good one. Yeah, she got one right. She's all right. She's
one for Malika. Hey.
One for Malika. Okay, the next one is close your eyes. Remember being a child in your school library and seeing a book with Curious George, the quirky little monkey that everybody loved, was always getting in trouble. I think he stole bananas or picnic baskets or something. I don't remember what he did. But does he or does he not have a tail? Does Curious George, the monkey, have a tail or does he not?
You don't have to kick at one, do you?
Okay, Cindy says no tail. Jennifer says no tail. Pam doesn't want to play with us anymore. Sorry, Pam. Okay. Jennifer says no. Cindy says no. Malika, what you got? Tail or no tail?
I just put it in there. I had
Yes, he has a tail.
I said he got a
Okay,
tail
yes,
ball.
tail ball.
I guess I a tail, but a little ball.
Oh, God. Okay, Pam says tail, and mostly everybody else said no tail. So, Malika, can you please reveal? Da-da-da, Pam, 0 for 0. He did not have a tail at all, ever. I remember a tail. I'm with you on that. I do. My memory is completely, I remember that tail for sure. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one.
He didn't even have a ball on his booty?
No, he had nothing. He wasn't a squirrel or a bunny, Malika. He was a monkey. What kind of monkeys you been looking at?
Okay. All right.
All right. Now here's the one. I'm gonna have to kind of give you a hint because the spelling is important. There was a book about a family of bears. There was a mama bear and a baby bear and a sister bear and a brother bear. And their name began with a B. They were the Baron what? Please type in the name of that storybook and eventually a PBS cartoon. It was the Baron something bears. Please type in what you think it was.
I'm going to tell y'all now. Don't laugh at the way I'm trying to spell I'm trying to spell it the best way I can spell it, okay? Don't laugh at me.
Well, afterwards, but Malika, you can say it. You can say what it was.
Look, she put Beerstein. Your spelling was worse
Beerstein Bears. Berenstein Bears. Yes. It was the Berenstein Bears. That's absolutely right. But I didn't want to say it because
Jennifer put Beerstein.
Yeah, Jennifer's like, whatever, Beerstein. It was them bears drank a lot of beer on PBS, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Okay, Bear Stein. Pastor Ty says Stain. All right, Malika, can you please show us the correct answer?
I'm still tripping off of Pastor Ty. Where in the world he see a Stin? I was a kid. Okay, I'm gonna move to
Okay, go ahead. Boom, Pastor Ty, take a bow.
Pastor Ty was
messed
wrong.
my head
These
up.
people are wrong.
He said Stain.
They are wrong.
He said Berenstain.
They are wrong. Do you hear me?
Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
Stein. I had the books.
I read that book every single night to my daughter for the first 3 years of her life almost. She's autistic, so she liked repetition. So I read that book a million times, and I'm telling you, it was Stein, not Stain. If you go to the library right now, you are going to see the book on the right. There has never been, ever been a Berenstein Bears, is what the author and the publishing company says. This one is the one that got me on the train.
I can't believe that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I can't believe that because I never even pronounced it Berenstain. Like it was always Berenstain Bears. Like I can't even.
Yeah, no, it's Berens. Apparently, it's Berenstain Bears. Berenstain Bears. And I was like, absolutely not. No way. Okay, one more or two more, and then I'll tell you guys what whatever the answer is. Okay, Looney Tunes. Please type into the chat Looney Tunes, the cartoon company, Bugs Bunny, and so forth. Please type in the company name Looney Tunes. Pam, you better not be cheating going on Google. Shame on you. Do you want to win that bad? We don't have a prize for you, honey. We have nothing for you, even if you win. Okay, OONE, Looney Tunes. Okay, Pastor Ty, gotcha. Okay. So, Malika, will you please show the correct spelling?
No, Jennifer's switching hers up. Jennifer, you can't be switching yours up like that. And Jennifer, that ain't even how you
Okay.
spell Tunes. You can't be jumping ship. And Tunes ain't no Toones. So that's you disqualified for that answer right there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all ready for the big reveal?
Do do do. Tunes. Again, I was with the Toons. I distinctly remember it coming and then the first one, Looney Tunes, coming up. But it's not true. The actual Looney Tunes is spelled with a U. So Jennifer, see, you tried to fix it, and good for you for that. But Malika shouted you out.
You know what? This will have me
Malika shouted you out. So
this will have me confused too.
okay.
I saw both of them.
Okay, and our last. I know, me too. Our last one, again, I have to just give you a description and have you type in the answer. There are several kinds of peanut butter. There is Peter Pan, there is Skippy. Okay, what other peanut butter did we have as a child that wasn't Peter Pan and it wasn't Skippy? Please type in the name of that, okay? Okay, Jiffy, right? Jiffy, and then what else everybody got?
Oh, wait
That
a minute.
is the one I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. Jiffy is the cornbread. I think I might be wrong.
No, you ain't let Jennifer change her answer. You ain't going, I got to stick up for Jennifer.
Hold on. I'm kind of confused. Maybe I'm asking this when y'all get done because I'm confused. I was just about to say I'm glad Pam put that in. So is Jif the cornbread or the peanut butter? Because I'm confused. Hold on.
No, you get no hints, honey. What does your brain tell you? What do you remember it being called?
The peanut butter, right?
Right. Yes.
But hold on, y'all. Somebody help me out. Ain't the peanut butter the same name as the cornbread? And they two different butter. Ain't it a cornbread called Jiffy?
You don't get any hint, honey.
No,
this is not a secret behind game. We're not giving you no hints.
It's the pig.
Oh, screw y'all. I'm gonna keep Jiffy.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then
the peanut butter.
Yeah, Pastor Ty Smuckers was the bomb, but that's not what we're talking about. Okay. And nothing bears. Jennifer, what are you talking about? Okay. Here we go, Malika. Please show the answer.
I think it's Jiffy versus Jif, Jennifer. You want to get in there before I show the answer? That's the peanut butter she's talking about. Because I don't want anybody to be kind of lost on the peanut butter you talking about. Do you remember the peanut butter being Jiffy and Jif?
Yes. That's it. I think you've said it now. You should show the answer. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and show them.
They still got to say which one they think it is, right?
No, they don't. We got it. Yeah. Jennifer is saying Jiffy. Pam says Jif. Yeah. The correct answer is Jif. Pam, you finally got one right, girl. Go for it.
Yeah, Pam.
Pam looked that up. She already told us she was gonna be looking stuff up.
Okay. See, your credibility done gone down the toilet. Now you can't even play in the game no more. We can't trust you.
She's already told herself.
Yes, but I also remember Jiffy. I do not remember Jif. I remember Jiffy peanut butter. I remember the commercial was a Jiffy peanut butter. And I may even have in the back of my mind some kind of theme song or something that said Jiffy. But the truth is it's just Jif.
Well, maybe Jiffy is the cornbread. Ain't it cornbread called
Jiffy? For sure is the cornbread. Yeah, no, Jiffy for sure is the cornbred. Yes, no, you were right. I just didn't want to tell you that. I didn't want to tell you that because then everybody would have switched their answer to Jif, even though they remember Jiffy.
I was about to say, because you got me over here, so I'm like, am I confused? I'm about to go look
you
at my.
You are absolutely.
I was about to go look at my cabinet for some cornbread. I was about to say I could have sworn the cornbread is called Jiffy.
And Jiffy Lube, Pam, you're right. Right. Also Jiffy Lube, the oil, get your oil changed place. That's right. That's also true. Well, let me just give you a quick. The people who follow this, the conspiracy people, have two separate ideas of why this happens. Some people believe there are multiple realities throughout the universe, and when the universe needs to make room, it combines two universes that are very, very, very similar. But because they're not exact, there will be some of us who believe what was in our reality, and there will be some people who believe how it was in their reality. And when you put them together, our memories remain about these things. The other idea is that we're in a simulation. We're basically like a video game that somebody is playing, and these are glitches in the game. Now, those sound really crazy. I agree. Except I can't explain why there are only two separate ideas and memories. Nobody remembers Jolene peanut butter. You know, it was either Jiffy or Jip. There was not Looney Boons or Looney People. It was either Looney Tunes or it is these two distinct memories that people will swear to you, like I do with the Berenstein, that the memories are wrong.
Can I add something real quick? I want to add something.
I don't know what device I'm on. I don't know if people can hear me. I don't know what's going on at all anymore.
I'm
watching them.
I think
there you go again with that testimony, girl. You just lifting up people all over the place.
Let me add something real quick, okay? Because this was one that
go ahead.
Okay, this was one that kind of got to me because the whole Jif and Jiffy thing, like I was kind of lost with that because I'm thinking like, okay, well maybe we actually was mistaking the cornbread for the name of the peanut butter, right? That's what I was thinking. Okay, but when it comes to this next one right here, I want to just kind of throw in, we don't have a slide for it, but I just want to throw it in real quick. Now, this one right here, I know for a fact, I am right and the universe is wrong when it comes to this one right here. So I'm going to start a little song and I want y'all to finish it, okay? All right, and I want to see how y'all spell it in the chat room, including you, Dee, because we ain't talk about this one, okay?
Okay.
I won't spell it. Y'all don't do the spelling in the chat room, okay? The universe is so wrong.
Okay, so I should type it. I shouldn't continue singing it. I should type what it is, or should I continue?
I'm gonna sing it, and I'm gonna leave you all to type the response. Okay. All right. My baloney has a first name. It's type the answer. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar blank baloney. What do y'all remember it being called? Now,
okay, I have terrible. I don't know how to chat, so I'll just wait till everybody is done, and then I'll say what I think it is.
Okay, Oscar, what baloney?
Okay, so we got Pam says OSCAR. The next one, Pam. The next word. Okay, right. Okay.
I'm wrong.
Right.
So y'all believe okay. My baloney has a first name. It's Meyer.
Hey, it's me. Thank you for coming by.
Okay, so most of y'all saying is
right.
He has the first name. It's Meyer. But so the ones that saying Mayor is saying my baloney has a first name. It's Mayer.
That's right. But when I look at it, it looks. If I want to write it out, I want to do Meyer. Like when I look at the baloney in my memory, it's Meyer. But you're absolutely right. The song should prove to me that it's not that because you had to spell it out in the dude.
So, do you pronounce it as Oscar Mayer Baloney or Oscar Mayer Baloney?
No, it's absolutely Oscar Mayer. You're absolutely right. I don't know why I was picturing with the E.
I got it right.
It's Oscar, but why do people pronounce it Oscar Mayer?
Because the A is not long. It's the short A.
It was
That's why
never
it's a vowel too.
But it was never A though. It was never A. It was always Meyer.
No, it was not.
Y'all, are y'all serious? Y'all remember the little boy my baloney has the first name?
Wait, Malika, wait. I misunderstood what you were saying. Yeah, it's Maye. My baloney has the first name. It's Oscar. My baloney has the second name. It's Mayer. Love to eat it every day.
It's Mayer. So it was always Oscar Mayer, but we just pronounced it Meyer.
Meyer. Yeah, that's weird.
Right. Which may explain why we picture it with an E, and maybe that's not us being in a simulation. But yeah, that's blowing my mind because when I picture it in my brain, it has an E. You're absolutely right.
Crazy, right? So anyway, I don't know if we're in an alternate universe or what's really going on, but I remember that when I was a kid singing that, but I just do not remember. So maybe it was Mayer. Yeah, it was that the way he sung it, but I always pronounced it Oscar Mayer. So
right. I've always done Oscar Mayer as well.
Okay. All right. I was wondering if it was just me.
That was a good one though.
But anyway, this has been really fun, and I know this is something that Dee Dee have been wrecking her brain about, this whole Mandela effect. And anybody say in the beginning, do y'all remember if Mandela had died in prison or if he lived out his long life outside of prison and died?
I think that I remember him getting out and running for president and winning again, or that could be Marion Barry.
So answer that. I want to hear everybody's response to that because I thought he died in prison. So that's what I'm about to type in here real quick. I thought the man died in prison.
Wait a minute.
And I was shocked to hear when he came back to life and ran for president. I was shocked because I thought he had died. So that was my response to that.
No, yeah, that's what everybody is dealing with. I have a friend who distinctly remembers. She said, "No, Dee Dee, he died in prison." And remember, it was a big riot because they let him die in prison. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. We literally had to go on the internet so that I could show her, that he had lived and became president. She's like, that did not happen. I do not remember that. So it's really, really interesting because it's very strong memories. These are also things that stick with us. So it's not like, it's just something that was passing. Hey, you remember what your neighbor was wearing on the 15th of 1979? This is something that's ingrained in us. And several of us believe it and remember it completely differently. Fascinating.
And can swear up and down, we right.
The first time she showed me that, I was like, there's no way. Are you serious? It's that. I think I got almost all of them wrong.
Well, I'm going with Bears regardless.
I'm still sticking with that.
I'm going to stick with that regardless. That's just y'all know one of my absolute favorite movies is Dirty Dancing. I just know the whole movie Dirty Dancing front to back. That's just like if they was to show Dirty Dancing again, y'all know my favorite part is nobody leave baby in the corner. That's just like they came back and he say nobody leave baby on the curb.
Yeah.
On the curb. Oh,
I love it. My cousin's at the end of that. When the band is playing, my cousin Jonathan Barnes, you can see his name in the credits. He plays the trumpet. He was playing the trumpet at the end of that, and at the end of the movie when they were dancing.
Me and Pastor King gonna fight. We gonna fight.
Yes,
we gonna fight this out, Pastor King.
Okay, I got one more. Here's another one that'll blow your mind. In Cinderella, the witch looks into the mirror and she says, "What?"
Mirror, mirror on
when
the
wall.
Witch.
Okay, right. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Okay.
She say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall." Huh? Would you let me say what she said?
I'm sorry, I thought I was muted.
I could be wrong. She said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" Right?
No, wrong.
Wrong.
She said, "Magic, magic mirror on the wall." That's some
She didn't
BS, is
say
it
no
not, Malika?
magic,
That is not
magic.
what she said.
She ain't say
She
no
absolutely
magic,
did.
magic. Girl, I'm about to mute
Absolutely.
you.
If you pull up
Girl,
the
you ain't.
movie,
I had to mute Didi because Didi ain't about to come here with them games. I had to mute Didi. She ain't say no magic mirror on the wall. She said mirror, mirror on the wall. And we ain't about to say
She said magic. She did say magic. I wouldn't have got it right.
Didi,
But
she did not say magic. She said mirror.
she did. I
Oh
would have gotten it wrong. I would have said mirror, mirror on the wall. That's what I would have said. But now that she says it, it makes sense. Magic mirror on the wall.
But she never said it. I don't care how much sense it makes.
Right.
That woman said mirror, mirror on the wall.
She said magic mirror on the wall.
She ain't say no magic.
Pull it up. I can't blame
Yeah,
that.
we pull it up now. Everything changed.
Pull it up real quick.
yeah, I can't believe I didn't bring that one up earlier because that one really messed with my head. If you pull a clip up on YouTube, you will see her looking in the mirror and she says magic mirror on the wall. It messed my head up so bad. I'm telling you, my son had me freaking out when he was telling me about this. And we looked it up and sure enough, that's what she's saying. But I remember distinctly mirror, mirror on the wall. That's what I remember.
Because you know why you remember that? Because that's what she said. Because that's what she said.
She said what she said.
No, Didi. She said what she said. Okay. And I don't care what nobody say.
No.
Nobody said mirror, mirror on the wall. That mirror wasn't magic. I don't care what nobody say.
I know it's hard to believe, girl. Come into this conspiracy with me. I'm telling you, it is crazy. But if you buy the movie or play the movie or pull up the clip, you can probably pull the clip up easy on YouTube because of the Mandela effect, everybody is looking at it and posting it. And that is exactly what she says is magic mirror. Yeah, and also people remember Sinbad doing a movie where he played a genie.
I was about to say that next.
That never happened.
Yeah,
never happened. There was no movie.
It did happen. He's a lie. It happened. That man played Shazam.
No, it did.
That man played Shazam.
Malika, you can't find the movie anywhere. You can't buy it on Amazon. And then they have clips of him saying, "No, I never made that movie."
He's a lie. And the truth is,
which one?
Shazam. Let me tell you something. Sinbad was in a genie bottle. Okay?
He was.
Sinbad was in a genie bottle, baby. He played a movie called Shazam. Sinbad is a lie. They also had a video that Sinbad did where he said he regretted doing that. It was an embarrassment to him. And also, it was supposed to be anybody that had any of those movies or old VHS or whatever, they supposedly collected them.
Jennifer said Shaq played Shazam.
That's it. I'm about to bag y'all. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm back. I'm out of here. Y'all tell me Sinbad.
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
Some people remember Sinbad.
That's crazy.
But only the Shaq one can you find right now.
Yeah, Shaq did it too, but Sinbad did it before Shaq. Yo, hold on.
I know, right?
I'm tripping now. People in the audience, not one person remember Sinbad being inside of a genie bottle.
I swear I did.
No, I do
It's
not.
not. I'm leaving. I'm about to hit the deuces and I'm out. My man is all messed up right now. I ain't even gonna be able to function throughout the day. I'm gonna tell my husband, like, what's Sinbad in a genie bottle? You know he was in the I'm about to make a Facebook.
King Ty said he remembers both of them.
Thank you, King Ty. I'm I like you again. Okay.
That's one of my main chat people I talk to. I be on panels with him. He's a trip. He's a little fireball too.
Like him. Yeah, nah. See, he got back on my good side. Okay.
Look, don't let his pastor King make you think that he don't get down like the rest of them when he needs to.
When I tell y'all I was gonna make a whole Facebook post and take some votes. Because I'm like, this right here, like I remember that man being inside of a genie bottle.
I don't care how close
Go ahead
you
and do
and King Ty get, it didn't happen. You ain't gonna be able to find it. It was never made, and it didn't happen.
Jennifer says she vaguely remembers Sinbad.
So what this mean? This mean I was drunk when I was young every day of my life? Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Girl, I don't know.
It just means we're in different realities.
You just covered it.
Wow. Don't even seem like it's possible because you know what? If I could be in a different reality, I would have showed love to be in one during all the time of that Black Lives Matter, all the killing of the black people, the looting. They should put me in a different reality then. Shit.
Right. How about that?
How about that? We can't choose when to go into a different reality. Ain't
That's
that
not fair.
That ain't fair.
That isn't
Many
fair.
times I would have wanted to be taken into a different reality.
Man, it's been a lot.
But
and because I'm in that group, No Shoot Zone here in Baltimore, oh my gosh. But I came across a video where it said, I think 61 or 71 people were shot in Chicago in the weekend and 10 people died. It was a couple of weekends ago.
We should talk about that next panel.
Do y'all remember that? Did anybody see that other than me?
Yeah.
I think Malika is looking for that.
Malika is trying to prove that she gonna get a Shazam Sinbad video. It's gonna take her a minute because it ain't there. It never happened.
She's so mute. She's not responding at all.
She dead serious.
No, but they had a YouTube video where he actually said he did it, and it was an embarrassment.
No, honey.
That's what Pastor Ty just said. He said he did it though. He said he did it too though.
Never happened.
You a lad, Didi, and the truth ain't in you or Sinbad.
It's not my fault.
It's definitely your fault. You bringing your conspiracy stuff over here. They mess with my head for the whole day.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
Because not a whole day, I'm gonna have to call people I ain't talked to in years.
You have that what is it, VHS tape?
Okay, well, I was just calling to find out what you remember. Okay, y'all, it's been grand. It's been really enjoyment having you guys and hanging out with you guys. We got to get ready to go ahead and end this show. And I'm gonna read a few comments. If it bombed so bad they took it out of media outlets. I think so too. That's what I think. And I think they redid it. I think it bombed that and they redid it with Shaq. I don't think nobody put that me.
And nobody bought it. Nobody else has it anywhere.
Didi, ain't nobody trying to hear what you saying. Let me tell you something. Out of all the people, let me tell you something. Out of all the people we could have put inside a genie bottle, it sure wouldn't have been Sinbad.
Oh God!
It sure wouldn't have been. We would have left him in college in a different world, in a dorm somewhere. We couldn't have just put that man inside of a genie bottle for no reason. Okay, that man put himself inside of a genie bottle.
Oh my God!
He regretted. Is what happened. But anyway,
she's adamant. You hear the
yeah, but
that's
you
what
see,
happened.
she ain't pulled up no video.
I'll bring it back some information for y'all to have to see.
Insinuating. I mean, what's it? Enunciating. That's what happened.
Cindy, this ain't over either. Okay.
I know it's not. I know it's not.
Wait till we get inside the chat. I'll be dropping all kind of bombs.
Oh my God.
And then he gonna come back like, you still ain't gonna find it. So what? You still ain't gonna find it.
Still ain't gonna be there.
You still ain't gonna be there. I don't care what you bring, Malika. You still ain't gonna find it.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys.
Never happened.
Right. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, you guys. It was a pleasure hanging with you guys, and we will see you guys in a couple of more weeks.
Thank you for coming through, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for those. If anybody shared it out, we appreciate you as well. Thank you for coming through.
And hit that like on your way out the door for your girl.
Yay, yes.
Have a good day, kings and queens. Love you guys. Take
Love
care.
You guys.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.